All right, everybody. Welcome to Money Monday. So this is the first editions of Money Monday, and basically the initiative of this platform is to be able to bring out individuals that I know that are currently making a difference in our community, and they've had been able to create some sort of financial success, and then also one of the topic that is very beat down is money, and really the reason being we wake up and we go to sleep we're thinking about money, and it is one of those topics that never left our mind. And sometimes most of the reasons are because it's the layoff that we're thinking about, and we don't really think about that because it's we've been kind of wired to think that way because this is what the standard of our societies looks like, and we start to verify success by what someone's have. So clearly, money is a huge part of our society. We need it to be able to make exchanges. We need it to be able to add value as far as like you cannot go to a grocery store and get stuff and not expecting to pay. You need some sort of money to pay for it. So money comes in many different forms. It could be a credit card, now Bitcoins, it could be a check, so it could be coins. So really it's a topic that it 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 controls our day-to-day life. And some of us need to shed light to it. And having to be in the financial industry, I've seen the benefits of what it's like to not having to think about money and being able to just live and make decisions. I had to go through the ins and out. I did the 9 to 5. I did the um, gig. So, I'm now in a position where I want to add more value to our community, and I want to bring leads that I make a difference. And today I had the pleasure to actually have one of my business partner with me. And her name is Sasha. I will not take too much as far as like running an introduction. Let me just let her give a quick introduction by herself. But all I can tell you is that she's impacting hundreds and close to thousands of people right in her business through this time right now. And she's able to make impact not just in her local community, but national. So a young leader that started not only she's not 25 yet, she's made a huge impact on her personal family and team that I've had the chance to actually watch her work with. And she's basically been making it happen with just by she loves her team. And I don't know if she's ever read the 21 Indisputable Laws of Teamwork, but if you want to describe teamwork, she's the person really to go to, because this young lady here, I've had the chance to work with her, partnered with her, and being developed under her leadership. She is just amazing. Let me not take too much of her time. Let me just bring her out here so she can kind of introduce herself. Hey, Sasha, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How about yourself? Can you hear me okay?
I'm doing great. Yes, I can. And
Uh,
really, just go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and, you know, your background and what are you currently doing at this moment through this crisis. We all know that COVID is one of the things that driving our day-to-day activities right now. So, but nevertheless, you're still glowing, you're still shining, you're still finding ways to add more value to people. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
well, first things first, I want to say thank you for having me on the platform. I feel honored, Mr. Steve, and I just see you killing the game. And, I'm just so glad that I get to be partnered up with such successful people. And you even made a big move. You went from South Florida to now right outside of the Philly area, which is awesome. So definitely moving up. And I love that about you. I love how ambitious you are, and I'm glad that we get to grow together. But a little bit about myself, that way the people can know. Like Steve said, my name is Sasha Carbonell. I am 23 years old. I'm not even 25 yet. Yes, we're not getting there yet. And I actually, just like Steve said, I used to work I used to work at the 8 to 5s. I used to work in the hospitality and tourism industry. I used to work for hotels. And honestly, the most I ever got paid was $10 an hour, right? 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, $10 an hour, right?
Yeah.
So I just said, you know what, there has to be another way. I feel like our generation, there's just so many different ways that we could make money. It's a blessing. Other generations don't really comprehend it sometimes. But that's what we have each other for, because we're here to help each other.
Yeah.
And as long as you can keep an open mind and stay coachable and stay learning, there's no way to not make it. So essentially, I saw this platform, that we're both a part of, and we're helping people out with their credit. We're helping people out with their income standing. I got started about 2 years and 4 months ago. I'm now one of the vice presidents with the company. And it's just surreal, because I remember getting started and saying, wow, how are these people making things happen? How are they making money from their cell phone? It just sounds crazy. Sounds too good to be true, but I'm here to tell you it's real. And yes, this honestly has helped me give my family that much more. My mom is a part of the company. She got her credit fixed with the company. My dad as well. Actually, they're in an appointment right now at our neighbor's house. And it's helping my parents, retire a lot sooner than later. And it's helping me retire within the next 3 to 5 years. So
Awesome, awesome. So, like I hear nothing but success and gratitude is being spoken indirectly, and I love that. And a lot of things that, like I said earlier, one of the things that drives our community is people may not even think about it, but money is a topic that, people before they go to sleep, that's the first thing that's on their mind. When they wake up, it's the first thing that's on their mind. Because if you look at it, they're trading time for dollars. And as we know, this nothing could be wrong of a math than that. There's nothing wrong with working, but the fact that you're trading time for money, it just doesn't add up, because the question really is how much you value your time. Those are things that makes a difference. Now, tell me, through this whole crisis, how's your team doing? Because I know your business is all about team. I know when I say your business, I am part of your business, of course, but really, how you making an impact? With how many people have you had the chance to help throughout this crisis alone? If you could put a number to it.
I mean, over hundreds, I can tell you that. And, all across the states, which is interesting too. A lot of us started off as strangers, but now we're family. So that's great. And I mean, through this pandemic, honestly, it's been a blessing. I understand that, it's no joke. My personal family, they have been affected. We lost one because of COVID. So I don't take it lightly. It is something very real. And I feel like this is definitely a moment in time where we should think about, okay, not just one source of income is reliable. We definitely need to have something as a backup, a plan B. We weren't prepared for this, right? But definitely the ones that are taking action right now to be prepared and to just, take control of their finances, they have just been skyrocketing, because now more than ever, people are looking to work from home. So we've been just changing people's lives, helping them make that extra income for their bills, them making their own stimulus checks on a weekly basis. So it's
Nice.
exciting stuff.
That's nice. Now, as you sharing that with me, one of the things that I picked up is that multiple streams of income. And if I remember correctly, now the average millionaire have about 7 streams of income. And what are your goals? I mean, how many streams are you planning on getting yourself to hit that pinnacle? I know it's very close for you, but what's the plan?
What's the plan with like where I would want to invest in the future?
Yeah, as far as like taking your business to the next level. And I know the platform we're on is it's like corporate America is on steroid, really, but except we make our own hours. And I know the potential of where it can take you. But as far as like investing or maybe looking at being able to create different streams of income, what else are you do you have eyes on anything else?
Like in different businesses, you mean?
Not business entirely, but just investing itself, or maybe before we even get into that, how many streams are you getting on one company right now? That's very
Oh,
interesting.
okay. Well, I mean, the great thing is that we get paid, not just in one way, two ways, or three ways. We get paid in 8 different ways, which is, really exciting. So you get to play around with the compensation plan. Stoked because I'm right about there to get, qualified for that car payment. So the company
Congrats.
is gonna start paying as well for that. But I mean, definitely my plans is just to continue, helping others, because serving to many, just like our mentors say, leads to greatness. I got to help other people pay for their bills, and essentially mine will get paid on default, right? So that's pretty much, my game plan. I have, been investing on advertisements, of course. You definitely want to spread the word that way. The beauty about the business that we're in is that you have a way to advertise yourself, with paying, to bring leads. And then we have a way where you can do it for the free. That way, everybody from all different walks of life can actually afford to be successful. Because, you've seen me when I first got started, I wasn't paying for ads,
Yeah.
and I made it to, a very nice level with the company, even without having to invest $1 in advertisements. But now, I'm at a position where I definitely want to, take it to the next level. And in order to do so, if you're making money, you want to make sure you're investing it back into the business that can grow that much more.
I had one investor that actually told me that whatever your income is, usually you might want to spend at least 70% of that into marketing, because it will pay you more than double of that. So whatever you invest, it's always going to pay back. Now, at 23, you've been able to create your own streams of income. You've been able to walk away from corporate America. And someone who doesn't know where to go from now, they have bills, they have things they have to take care of, family duties, or all of that, but not sure where the end of the tunnel will lead. What advice do you have for them as far as how to take action and go into the next step?
Um, Definitely just don't think too much, right? Don't have analysis paralysis. At the same time, we don't have to know everything in order to be successful, in something. I'm still learning. We're always learning, right? Just in everything, right? And so I would just say, as long as you can find something that you feel like you can dedicate yourself to learn the system, do it with passion, do it with love. and and then at that point, you'll grow from there. But definitely finding the right leadership, finding the right group, and they'll help you get to the next level. You may not know how to get to the next level, but somebody will teach you. And that's what I found here with our business platform as well.
Perfect. And when you're looking for a partner, I know we don't partner with just anybody, and we don't also judge as well, because we always want to give people the opportunity to make the best, as long as they have the spirit. What are some of the characteristics you're looking for in an individual before you decide on partnering with them?
That's a great question. Well, we always love to look for people that are very positive, very positive, very coachable, consistent, committed. Those are some key characteristics. Self-sufficient. So you should be able to learn something and then apply it, right? Because being in a business, what's great is that nobody's gonna boss you around. And for some people, that might be their downfall. They expect for somebody to tell them, when exactly to do something, but we're teaching them what to do. That way they can actually do it, themselves. So definitely somebody that can be, self-sufficient, that's willing to learn and apply the knowledge that they're going to be learning. That's what we're looking. Dedicated individuals, people that want to help others. That's super key as well in our industry. If you don't like helping people, it's not for you. So
Yes, definitely. And you're in the financial education platform, right?
correct.
And what have you learned? Like, I know one of the key products we have is credit repair, and there's a lot of misconceptions about that. And what was one of the things that you learned about the industry that kind of create like a eye opener for you when it comes to credit?
Everything. I didn't know anything about credit, which is funny because they don't teach us that in school, right? So, me being 21 coming into this platform, I really did not know anything about credit. And so when but, being with the company and really seeing that it's not just me, there's a lot of people that just don't know because we just don't know. But I mean, learning about the Fair Credit Reporting Act, learning how we can actually leverage that law to help people and they don't have to wait years for an item to come off of their credit report, right? And ultimately, that 3-digit number has a 6-digit impact on your finances, right? So we're just really, that law in itself, how to leverage it, how to build credit as well. Sometimes we don't even know how to start building that credit. So
Mhm.
I've learned a lot, there as well, all through this platform. Because I mean, even within the customer portal, there's just so much information that it's not just credit repair, right? It's an overall financial literacy program. And you're going to graduate from that program, never making the mistakes ever again.
Yeah, yeah. And I personally I had to learn a lot myself, and I've been growing a lot within the industry. And I know we have lots more products that we offer, but besides credit repair, would you pick a favorite out of all that suite of products that we're offering?
Some of my favorites, I really love the Credit My Rent program. Why? Because all of us pay rent and it's not being reported onto our credit report, right? So for me personally, that's something that's a game changer. The fact that we can add your on-time rental history onto your credit report to help boost up your credit scores, and that can make the difference in between you being unqualified to qualified is just amazing. So in addition to the credit repair, definitely the Credit My Rent is a must if you're paying rent right now, or if you know somebody that is.
Now, that could be used as an also like a trade line in case,
Mhm,
like, for example, somebody planning to buy
mhm.
and they like that borderline from getting that great interest rate that they're looking for, and being able to get that, correct?
Correct. And it'll actually look like an installment loan on their credit report.
Nice, nice. It's something that I'm thinking about right now. Um, so tell me a little bit about that secure card that we offer.
So we do have a partnership with a bank, and it's with First Progress Bank, and that secured credit card. If somebody doesn't know how a secured credit card works, it's ultimately you are funding the card, and let's say the $200 minimum to open up the card, that's what you're going to be using to help build your credit. So we do have the secured credit card available for those that cannot get approved for unsecured credit cards, right? So you have to start somewhere. And it's a safe and effective way for you to start building your credit.
Awesome, awesome, Sasha. Listen, I have enjoyed having this conversation with you. More so is I'm grateful, being under your leadership and seeing all the things that you've been doing, because definitely you are making a difference and you showing us what it means to be consistent. And my mentor, John Maxwell, says that consistent is not a sexy word, but it is one of the biggest words that once you hear it, because it shows a commitment, grit, and the willingness to keep going no matter what the challenges are. Now, if someone wanted to make a decision and not knowing where to start, do you have any examples of people who weren't sure, as far as like, maybe on your team that wasn't sure how the service could have helped them, but then they see what we offer and then like, wow. Do you have any testimonials, like for example, maybe some of your clients that reach out to you and how they've been able to impact positively based on how we've been helping them?
Absolutely. So first things first, right? My mom. My mom's the type of mom. I gotta tell you guys, my mom's the type of mom, I could be selling lollipops and she'll buy the lollipops from me.
Yeah.
Okay, she'll just support me in anything. But even her being super skeptical in the beginning, she started off as a client, and it's insane. On the first round of letters, my mom got 6 late payments from her student loans deleted. That got our eyes opening, our jaws dropping. Second round of letters, we got 3 more collection accounts deleted. But overall, throughout the program, out of 13 negative items, 11 have gotten deleted permanently from her credit report. And I mean, I even have my really good friend that I used to work with at one of my old restaurant jobs back when she knew me when I was 16, 17, 18. And she became my customer. And out of 8 items, 4 have gotten deleted so far from each credit bureau, just off of the first round of dispute letters. So that's already halfway. And we did get her from unqualified to qualified as far as her credit score goes. And that was her goal, is to buy a home. So it's really exciting stuff. If you know, we have a proven system. We're leveraging a law. It's legal, and you definitely want to make sure that that you're leveraged, that you're having your credit in the hands of somebody that, or a company that is credible and well established, right? Because I know tons of people that spend thousands of dollars on credit repair, and they pay it to an individual, just hoping and praying that that individual is going to do what they paid for, right? And time again, we see that it doesn't happen.
So, what made you get started with the company?
I got started because of the foundation of the company, right? Because me, at 21, I'll be honest, I really was in because I needed to make an extra source of income. I needed to make more money. Okay, that's what we're talking about here,
Yeah,
money. Right?
yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to make more money. I was like, how am I ever gonna move out of my parents' house? How am I ever gonna buy my own property if I want to buy my own property? Like, how am I ever gonna do this? And it wasn't gonna be working for $10 an hour. And
definitely.
I saw this, and like I said earlier, I really did not know how I was gonna do it. I saw all the people that were being successful which are our mentors, and I just said, you know what, if they can do it, why can't I? And that's how people have to start thinking, is if other people can do it, why can't you? Stop thinking it's too good to be true, because those people that are making it happen didn't think that way. You're blocking your own blessings.
Definitely, definitely. It's success leave clues. That's one of most of the my mentors. That's what I've heard all the time. Success leave clues, because at the end of the day, a lot of us find ourselves on our judgmental mindset. Whereas, like, instead of praising the other person that's doing it, we find ourselves being jealous rather. And I think sometimes that's what holds a lot of people back. So just to add on to that, and when we start a business, one of the things we always put, you just told me your why, and that's definitely is powerful, because that's definitely what's gonna pull you whenever you feel like giving up. But you're not in that position, because truly I see your commitment, your dedication to keep moving forward. Now,
Definitely the reason why it changes as you start to grow, right?
mhm,
Um, so that was my first reason why, right? Like, that's the reason why I got started, right? And the reason why I'm staying is because I can't go back. I have way too many people to help. Like, this is my calling. It feels great to have people really say, wow, because of you or because of this company, I was able to get myself out of the situation of possibly getting evicted or getting a repossession, or just being able to buy baby formula for my baby. I mean, it's real,
yeah,
so.
definitely. Now that we know you're staying, give me just a little brief, give me like a little eye view towards the future. Where do you see yourself within the next year, 3 years, and 5 years from now? I know there's, I know you've been thinking about those, but where do you see yourself?
Man, I see myself having an army of successful people right in the team, and people that are just continuing to help others. And at the same time, I see myself providing my family that their dream apartment by the beach, right? I see myself, having me and my family and my, like, just living nice and having different investments, and just that. And I see that by the time I turn 25.
Okay, awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome. My 30th birthday, I wanted to be big. Actually, I have the vision next to me. Actually, I see it,
Yeah,
and
you know
it.
Valesky? You know Valesky?
I saw his Lambo.
Yo, he's 25. Just
I
yo.
saw his Lambo, and I was actually at his house.
Oh yeah.
Before he went to get it. That was last time I was down there.
Oh no way.
Yeah,
So you were here
I
not too
was,
long ago?
huh?
You were here not too long ago?
I was there. I was at Valesky's house not too long ago. One of my friends had his birthday over there, and we
And
were.
didn't hit me up? No. No maybe.
I honestly, it was.
He
It
got me on
was
his live,
so,
but he didn't hit me up to meet me in person.
come on, there's always time. We'll meet on the next
We'll meet up
destination.
next time. Next
Yeah,
time.
definitely though. As we coming up to wrapped up, I do want to get some closing remarks from you as far as like, what advice you'd give. I know we're talking about money, and that's like one of those beat down words that people don't want to hear, and they live through it. Like even though they don't want to hear it, but subconsciously that's the thing that's on their mind,
Hmm?
and it's something that they can't get away from because at the end of the day you can't go to the grocery store without any money because
Hmm.
if you're gonna eat you have to have it, but
Right.
the lack thereof is really why a lot of people are struggling. And one of the things that John's always say is that it's the mindset. A lot of people have a shrinking mindset, and I can see the growth mindset in you, and I can see where you're going. But what would be some advice that you give someone watching and not knowing what the next step would be or how to move from where they are? So, what would be some of the advice that you give?
Be curious. Honestly, I feel like that's where it starts. I
Wow.
mean,
Before you finish on that thought, I was just reading about curiosity. Like literally, I'm gonna share something with you. Hold on, I'm really gonna share this with you because John was just teaching on that just before we started talking. Curiosity is the joy of not knowing it all. So that's what he was talking about. And if you there's something he said again that's formal educations are more interested in answers than questions. So, which they teach us what to think rather than how to think. And I thought that was powerful that you just bring that up. It's just bring everything back into full circle. But go ahead and finish.
no, but I mean, that's really the first step is be curious. I mean, you can't just sit in your room depressed or like, thinking to yourself, like, oh my gosh, my life is this way and that you don't have control, right? You have to realize first you do have control. We have tons of information everywhere. You can literally YouTube, how to make money in 2020, during a pandemic.
Yeah.
And you'll find tons of ways, right? And you may have friends right now that are posting up, about their business venture and you don't want to learn more about it. Why? Right? And just like you said, money's not a bad thing. You need money. Money will only help, right? More money will only help. And just like you said earlier, you have to think about, okay, yes, you can get a second job and you can work overtime, right? But just like you said, you don't want to trade your time for money because ultimately that may take you away from your kids, that may take you away from family time, right? What's important to you? What are your values? It can't just be money. We're working for the money for something,
Yeah.
right?
Having it would allow you to be able to help more and really
Yeah.
because not having to trade your time gives you more time that you can volunteer and do something else. A lot of people are not thinking about it, but the question really is, what are you gonna give if you have nothing? So
Mm-hmm.
before if you really care about your community, your family, your friends, I think it's a duty to go out and make it happen, and then
Yeah.
and then you can make a difference. Because if you don't have, you can't give, and no one will be able to give what they don't have. And we're not talking about money really. The power of money is to be able to leverage time. Having enough money allows you the ability to create more memories. And those are some of the things that we yearn for. A lot of people, for example, I'm gonna give you a personal example. Personally, in my life, when I came here, back in Haiti, family was like, we had the opportunity to be with our family, had dinner and all these things. But the moment we came here, that changed because all of our family came together. My dad had to go to work in order to make money, in order to help us start a lifestyle. And that required him to sacrifice the night and being able to be present in school and all those kind of things. Those are the sacrifices you have to pay. And also, it took a toll on our relationship, believe it or not. And those are the questions that some people need to ask: is how much is your relationship worth to you? And then you'll look at the lens of, what do I have to do, or what can I do now to solve those problems? And I think really what we need, back to what you said, curiosity. What we need is to have a curiosity mindset and start asking more questions. Now,
Yeah.
back in school, they used to, whenever we raise our hands, and the teacher was like, "Let me finish teaching, so that way you can ask your questions." But this is a different world. It's okay to ask questions, and having that curiosity mindset will then allow you to go harvest and plant the seed somewhere, whatever it is. If you see somebody's doing something or they have something that you want, ask questions. How did you get it? The
Yes.
worst thing that happen is I don't have time, or I can't talk about it. What is illegal, But it's
Right.
questions really. So I think it's very powerful to be able and being able to have that conversation with you. Hopefully, I look forward to next time probably have you and Bianca with us, and I think that conversation will be like a party, right?
It'll
So
be a party. It'll be a
I
party.
really look forward to that. But on the last thought, what do you want to close us out with?
I just want to close it out with saying, thank you for having me on here. And, I do want to go ahead and just say that for anybody that, is wondering how they can make more money, first things first, believe in yourself, be curious, ask those questions like we said, and get moving, take action. There's no time. There's really no time than now. Now is the best time. If you have time on your hands, go ahead and start learning. And even if you may not have all the time, take whatever time you do have and start learning other ways as well. Money is great.
Perfect, perfect. And definitely, thank you so much for taking the time out, because I know you could use it to add more value to your team, but you actually chose to give that to us. So I really want to first and just thank you and continue being the person that you are. Don't change unless it's to grow for more joy.
You too. Oh, Steve, guys, if you guys don't know Steve, Steve is the ultimate team player. When I was hitting a certain position with the company, he stayed. He stayed and helped me. And, at that point, we knocked out him a position. I got a position. And it took, until almost 11:30 at night, midnight, for us to really close it out. And everybody else, they were already ready to sleep, and me and Steve were together just hustling. And I admire you, Steve. I admire your work ethic. You're the best, and you're just an awesome team player, and I see you doing huge things. So I'm blessed to have you a part of the team. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you. It was great, Sasha. You have a wonderful night, and until next time, all right?
All right, next time. Bye.
Mhm.